morning. We're done here, of course. Where's my... Oh, there it is. Started about to freak out. No, it's still there, but this is needed. Alright, I want to go look around. So somebody gets on. Don't you? Be a quick show. Bob, good morning. Empire, Jeff, good morning. I'm a little groggy. Stayed up late. Good morning, Dale. Watched The Working Man last night. So I go to bed late. Jason Stratham, whatever. That's pretty good. Up, hey everybody. Got a few people on. Just quick. Got a quick show. Damn, I'm tired. Closed today. So unfortunately, but it's fishy shirt or nothing on. I do get the Frontosa hat. It's my woman's birthday. It's today, and then my friend's wife's 50th birthday. And we were supposed to go on a boat, the Good Time One, off Sandusky up here for a few hours. I mean, it's an hour plus drive, so we gotta leave like noon. And but the boat ran aground at the islands, the reef or something stuck. So they had to make some. Morning, Mike. Morning, Madman. So now it's at the yacht club or something, and then downtown Sandusky. I don't know. Oh well, it's a little break. See some friends. Little birthday thing. So, well, since everybody's on here, it's getting thin on tanks in here and fish, the livestock. But still, it's like having this place totally cleared out is chaotic to think. I sold the 33s, but the 15s on the other side are at the other building, future little storefront. And yeah, the 15s I took from here. I needed those They're not set up yet. I still got to work on the air, arranging stuff. So, um, yeah, a lot of work, a ton of work. Let's go look around. I run, I rattle and roll. But still, man, it's amazing how much fish, how much stuff you just have. Oh, the Potosi's out. The cats took over the pipe. Um, Finding more stuff. Yeah, I just see this needs done. So we got Monday. But oh, we're almost all Rams. Mostly gold left. I ordered with the night crawlers and mealworms we got and stuff, and the red wigglers. I ordered crawdads, crayfish, but they didn't show up. I don't know why. It should be sometimes it's seasonal from the bait suppliers. Wow, one gourami left, mostly bala sharks, or two gouramis. One blue Texas. We have another one got beat up. We had to move it. So, yep, that'd be almost ready to empty. That tank's ready to be empty. Those we could probably move. So, the 125, the last one was gone. Picked up yesterday. This 375 needs sold. I need to get the fish out of there. The big barbs, I think I'm keeping some of them. I know somebody's interested, but I need dither fish. Maybe putting that 450. I'm trying to keep it South American with the arowana and the dollars. And I'm going to throw the chocolate cichlid and the red tiger severums that are in the bilevel over there into this tank. Hopefully the arowana, you know, behaves himself. I dropped the price. Now it's half price on these big rainbows. Half price. So I did some more price breaks. Some more fish. Trying to empty tanks. Sold some Fertosas. Still got some big ones. Medium, large down there. It's only $250, which is like half price on a bunch of these little ones. This awesome Angelicus cat, which is usually hiding. That's a wild one. He needs a good home. Some haps, peacocks. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with these guys. The bleaker I'm probably keeping. I think I'll just sell the rest. This tank's got to get taken down. I think I'm holding on to this tank. Lowered prices on a bunch of Tanganyikans yesterday. Now it's 2 for $10, so that's half price. It's basically like buy one get one free on the small peacocks. Not many left. So slowly dismantling this place. Cloud 4 for $100 or regular $32 each. They weren't cheap to get in the first place. Some Tetris community fish. Empty. These tanks are for sale. These 55-gallon tanks, the 35-gallon cubes. All these got to go. I know I've been inquired about the racks. I don't know still about the racks. I'm keeping some of these. I'm probably keeping this section and maybe half of this section. The other half might be for sale. This wood rack will be for sale. This is a double back. Obviously holds 24-inch on this side, 20 gallons, 15 gallons, or you go across it like 33 long on this side. So someone wants a have their own little fish room in the basement. Right there's a built rack. I don't know what I'm selling it for yet. So, yep. Got a lot of junk. There's like old lights, working lights, T5s and high output T5s that need to be gone. Going to Cassie. Catch up. Oh, Buffett, Doge, GM. morning. I'm trying to get back into Crams. I live in Pocahontas, away from the store. Poconos. Well, we're in the process of closing the store, as you may be finding out. This 84 extra high display tank is for sale. Beautiful tank, big filter, OAS that's been on here. Tank's been set up maybe about 4 years now. With the fish, just the whole thing, $1,000. Lighting, discounts going on. Clear filters, cheap. That's the last 110 up there, and the skylights are only 10% off, which the prices have definitely gone up. Getting low on some heaters. Casters, OAS, we got a few, and some FX. But probably be my last. I won't probably be getting any more Hagen Fluval products anymore. Kind of pissed off. Well, they got in bed with one of the giant companies, distributors that distribute to anything and everybody. They have a 3-year agreement, I guess. So they got in the bed with one of the devils, in my opinion. I don't like him. So I was trying to get signed back up with the said distributor, and they want to charge 3% like credit. They raise prices and all this stuff, and they have a multi-tier system, and then on top of that, they want the orders prepaid and credit card only 3%. They won't take a check or anything. They're just not workable. So, fuck them, basically. They don't care. I posted the other day on my personal page, the pet industry can crash and burn to hell, in my opinion. I despise of the pet industry. And I could say that because I've been in this industry for 40 freaking years. 50% off on the resin decor. Ton of it. I got so much of it. Lots of media. We keep restocking, bringing stuff out. So we have a ton of stuff. Still some flex tanks. I like Hagen. I like a lot of the products, obviously, because I've been selling and carrying it for years. And I've spent probably $1 million over the years with Hagen, but that don't matter. So they just suck. They're all about corporate. It's all, that's what happens. Anybody that's in other industries, it happens too, is once it's, you're owned by Wall Street or whatever it is, big corporate BS, they ruin everything. They take away, they used to do stuff and cater to the stores, mom and pop shops, wine and dine them, treat them great and work with you. Nah, they treat their reps like crap most of the time. It's corporate world, and it's the bottom line. They don't care. So this 110 needs to go under $1,400 with an FX6. The whole setup. Got light, heater, the wave pump, net, glass tops, free shirt, hat, other stuff, food. So, yeah, I have a problem with the pet industry. It's not everyone, not every single thing. I won't lump them all, but a good portion of it. The pet industry is just bullshit. Sucks. Royally sucks. So, don't like them. Don't like it at all. That's one reason I don't want to be in it really anymore. Writing's on the wall. Any of us that's been in this for a long time, we know how it used to be, how we used to be treated, how the hobby and the industry, pet industry and stuff used to be, and it's no longer like that. It's a lot of bullshit. I need a drink, unfortunately. Um, but yeah, all this got to go. The 10-gallon tanks were starting to drain. The 10s, those are going to be up for sale with the filter. And probably at the top, I don't have to see, like 15 bucks. A 10-gallon tank is like, I'm selling for 22, and that's my cost. So $30, that's, you don't make much money on freaking glass. That's why I'm not going to carry glass tanks no more in the 2.0 store, downsizing. So 15 bucks, and the filter, so they're like $15. So the built-in filter in the back, those are the best. I've always hoarded those. Didn't ever want to get rid of them because they were my favorite. Thank you. Do I deliver? No, I really don't. Where are you at? Um, I mean, if it was like a big enough order, then PA. Yeah, I don't really deliver. I mean, you're not too far. It'd be Northeast PA. What? Probably 2-3 hour drive from me, maybe. If you're getting a bunch of stuff, load up. If it's like $1,000 order, I definitely would consider something like that. I mean, I have a van. I have a trailer with a four-wheeler now. I just bought me a used Honda Foreman four-wheeler ATV. So, yeah, this 375. I need this sold so I can buy a trailer. I need a new trailer. That 5 foot by 9.5 foot old trailer I have. Thanks, Jeff. It's part of my retirement plans. It's a 2001. Doesn't even have 600 miles on it. It has a plow. He put new tires, new rims, and a new winch on it. Used it for hunting early on, and then just plowing the driveway. So you got like $1,500 in it, like $3,000. So the tank I sold over here, the big one, the 450-500, paid for that new ATV. Now I sell this, they'll pay for me a nice new trailer. I figure like a 6x12. I want to get some kayaks and stuff because we want to do some outdoor stuff and work on my camp and stuff. And then a camper. I'm gonna be looking to get a camper. Hopefully, if I get this dang on building sold, it would help me considerably get some things majorly done. Those are all open. I'm leaving those open because I might need to get, if I get this tank sold, I gotta move these fish out ASAP. Howie, hard at work. Yeah. So gravel. I started advertising gravel. Some of it might keep, but I'll sell this gravel. There's like 50-pound bags, roughly 25, 50-pounders. Lots of gravel from the tanks for sale. I'll do them the cheap. Cash, people. The portholes. And I'm gonna miss this place, but I'm not gonna miss it. If that makes any sense. I'm kind of people. I've had somebody I haven't seen in a long time. Eddie, if you're in the background. Definitely gonna miss some customers, some people when I'm totally out. I'm not 100% out, but it's getting close. Another year, 2 years. I want to do other things, and I'm just tired. I could really use like a month off right now. Would be great. Look at all this decoration. I have like 12, I think, of these. They're in the back, like boxes. Of course, I probably bought them on sale when they first came out or something. The skull. It's so cool. Yeah, the big chocolate and the red tiger severums will hopefully go in the 450. This is for sale. This is probably one of my best tanks. This is big money, but to have something like this built, will make me an offer I can't refuse. 165 gallons, bi-level. That's a one of a kind. 4 foot by 3 foot by 33 tall. The deep end. Wet dry filter and everything. No, Jeff, it's interesting. You would think that, but it's been building up for a couple years. Um, it's not gonna be quite as hot today. It's been smoking hot here in Cleveland area. Um, oh, I'm so tired. I can rest my arm. Um, but I've known some people out. Um, they might miss a little bit here and there, but I have some friends that were in the industry. They don't miss it. They don't miss it. Most of them, majority, don't really miss it. And some not even been in it as long as I have. 5, 10 years down the road, shit, maybe. I mean, if I still keep a couple tanks, well, that's definitely on my. I'll be definitely retired. I have other ideas, plans. I'm a workaholic, pretty much. So, um, work on my TPS, tactical prep, survive gear and supply. Um, I thought about doing another business or two, but I have property, acreage, and I wanted to build a Bardinium, and so I might do. I might raise koi and do like aquaponics if I'm off grid type thing or whatever. I have many ideas. It's just time and money. Those just keep running out. But yeah, I mean, I might do some stuff. I might have, you know, once I sell that building over there, that's gonna be the big one. Oh my God, there's so much shit in there. So the goal is to sell everything off. Like once I get done out of here, start getting rid of shit in that building. Anybody knows, been in the basements, and a lot of people don't even know or don't even know half of what I have. I have like it's stock. Like I have a room with just decoration, time and money. Yeah, it's like I always have to do things. I'm not. I make money here and there. Sometimes you have more money and then you don't. So it's like I can never do like anything too much at like once or like in a season, 1 year. So it's like okay, well, you budget like you're gonna buy something or do some improvements, a home or the buildings, 5, 10, 15 grand. Then you gotta wait another year, put money aside to, whatever. So that's how I get this building sold. I will, it's paid off. So after all the fees and stuff, I'm hoping to clear a good chunk of money. Um, I'm not in the stock market technically. I still have something from when I worked at the police department in North Royalton back in the 90s that just sits there. I can't do nothing with it. Can't add to it. Can't I could take it out, but then I would be penalized. And it's not a lot of money, but um, my son's in the stock market, little, but they're pretty smart. Now Dylan's girlfriend, he got her started. I mean, just a couple $100 here and there, whatever. So I have dividend income. I love it. Oh, you get paid from your dividends, from your retirements and investments. Yeah, if you're at that age, I have a friend that just takes out, and then you just pay tax on what you take out. So if he takes out 50,000 1 year or whatever, then you pay taxes. But hopefully you're depending on the market and stuff. So yeah, I want to put some money. I never like individually got in the stock market, but there's things that are coming up that might go public, I would jump on board. I feel like we'll do very well, especially if you get on it when it starts. Like one company I want to get to, it's already valued at 28 billion, and I think it's going to be huge. It's just growing, and if they go public, but if it goes public, some companies it can ruin. Yeah, but the CEOs and whoever gets paid, I don't know. There's pros and cons, I guess. So yeah, but I got to do my garage floor's messed up. I've talked about that. Either I have to replace the whole garage. It might be cheaper. I don't know. That might be a year off. That might be next year's. But probably we got me and my buddy. My buddy came over and helped me fix the garage door. It was all jacked up. It's offline because the garage is freaking cockeyed. But we were able to fix it, rescrewing the tracks, whatever, and so I that gets me by. Then some other stuff. My koi pond. I don't know. Getting those 350-pound pavers off the sides. It's just that's not gonna be huge. 14 of them. So that's some heavy labor, and the patio is not all. That's why I wish I was more well off, rich or whatever, because pay somebody else to do it. But that's a pain. That's one thing. Talk about missing the business or something. I know a lot of people, not just in this type of business, which is labor intensive, but a lot of businesses they don't miss the drama, yo, and unfortunately, employees, um, you have good ones and you have bad ones. That's life. I'm tiny. I'm a very small business, not like some friends that have 150 employees, whatever. It's always something. The bigger you are, you might make more money, but you make more headaches. I know that. So they don't miss a lot of the stuff. Health issues and lack of health issues or whatever it is. So good morning, Eric. So yeah. I want some peace and quiet. I'm just tired. I'm just tired. Just to get to that point. I've been struggling mentally for like 2 years. I'd say at least 2 years that the burnout started. I can just tell my own attitude, and I try not to be negative, I guess. But I'm a realist. I think I'm not necessarily negative. I just tell it like it is. It's me. Take it or leave it. Oh, really? New York City, which is expensive, and it's going to get a lot more expensive if that new guy gets in. Oh, jeez. But it's supposed to be good for the lower class or whatever. Um, it's hot. Well, we got a hot summer up north here. The future HVAC, that's interesting. Well, they keep putting more, restrictions or how much more efficient can you get? I mean, that new system back there is like 90% or something. Now, I know, is it like federal mandates or is it state by state or you have both, maybe? So that's the other problem in this pet industry, pet hobby, is New York's one of them. They have a lot of regulations. Florida, obviously, is one of the biggest with invasive species. Speaking of that old sticker, don't release your pet, like your pacus and your stupid red-tailed cats, which they should just not even sell those damn things. I don't believe in banning things from a lot of people. Some, but there's some people though that have resources, um, and they have the means to care for certain animals and able to house it and maintain it and give it a better life than probably would be in the wild or in other hands. Mike Tyson or somebody that has a tiger or whatever. That's when you're fine. maybe one-time permit or something like that. But PetSmarts and some of these other shops selling pacus and red-tailed cats and some of this shit, alligator cars, whatever. People call here for that stuff. They should. If you're gonna sell it, you better make sure it's going to a proper, the person that knows what they're getting into, and they're gonna keep this thing. I have people who are in this apartment that come in and wanting to buy crazy shit like that. It's like you have a tiny apartment where the thing's gonna be as big as your little love seat in the living room before you even know it, and you need a freaking pond. Fertile but zone north and south. Interesting. There's a lot of things are coming down that pipeline, man. Changes to the way we live, how we live, where we live, when we live. Um, I read a lot, listen to a lot, YouTube, whatever. I like Joe Rogan and stuff like that, and Tim Pool. There's a bunch of them. Um, I haven't been watching the politics too much. I was trying to catch up this morning. I just had so much other things going on. There's Eddie. Good morning. I was just talking about you. So the AI thing, there's gonna be a lot less jobs um, in certain areas. Eric, that's a tough one. I think one thing that helps like a peacock bass that's picky eater that only wants to eat like frozen or live is if there's other fish in there, like my caberi, it's getting pretty big. He's with those Oscars, um, so he's kind of been growing up with them. And Oscars eat almost anything, especially when they're young. So if he sees these fish eating, and he's always hungry like the Oscars, he's going for it because he's like, it's like feast or famine. They're eating it. If I don't eat, then I'm going to starve and die and become their food. Whatever that mentality of the predatorial fish. So you have something else in there eating some dry floating food, sticks, pellets. Mine eat everything. Mine eats extreme. He loves the wafers. It's weird. Like I put in other pellets and he's kind of like backs off. It's weird how a fish has a taste, or knows which what it likes and doesn't like. Even if you mix it in, it'll nitpick. Like the damn bird over there, Poco. He likes certain seeds, and the other ones he's like bleh, throws it out. So the squirrels and the birds next door over here in the yard get it. They love Poco. I see no tongue. Come on, bass. That might be a private matter. No. So yeah, I would. You could try putting something else in there that it can't swallow, and if it sees it eating, and you might have to starve it for a week, where it's really hungry. Next thing you do is you take some pellet food. Um, Extreme kind of sinks, but you mix it in with some like frozen bloodworms, krill or whatever, even maybe brine shrimp. If you're feeding something else, mix it in with some of that frozen, let it kind of soak a little bit, get some of that juice on the pellets, and start throwing in there, and hopefully it hits some of that food, and then and then wean it off and be able to eat pellets. So you get it on some pellets, then you start giving the live stuff like treats. Like I'm gonna go feed worms at the other building because they got the big fire eel over there now, and the little fire eel in the wall tank, the Oscars, peacock bass, and all my piranhas, the gulper cat. So I was only feeding like twice a week, but that big fire eel is used to eating 3 days a week, 4 or 5 worms at a sitting. So, and they're not, but I don't feed usually on Sundays. So I'm gonna I give them like some worms 2, 3 times a week. I give little chopped up pieces to the bass and Oscars. I just make little bites and throw it in there. I feed them the pellet stuff first, and then I give them some of the worms. You're welcome. Good luck. Let me know how it goes. Um, so what else? Yeah, the industry sucks. It's corporate bullshit. Owned by candy bar companies, pharmaceutical companies, battery companies. They don't care companies. It's all about the bottom line, the CEOs and the stockholders and whatever. I don't like it. I don't like the corporate world. I'm not totally against the corporate world. I'm for capitalism, make money, whatever. What goes around comes around sometimes, but corporate greed does get in the way, and I don't understand. Like some more shits come out. Not really getting into politics. Like Oprah Winfrey's in trouble. She was scamming freaking that Hawaiian thing. Me and Anthony were talking about it yesterday. My arm's hurting. My arm's bad week. I worked Sunday outside. I was melting last Sunday. Morning, Brian. But like all this donations she was buying for all this shit. She's a multi-billionaire, and the money's not counted for. Millions. Whoa, that looked quick. That's why I own CEFS funds. I'm not sure what that is. An open-ended funds. Interesting. I invest into corporate into corporate equity. Interesting. Um, yeah, you play your cards right, and you have to be, uh, I say, patient and calm in the stock market. I have a friend that's heavily invested, you know, well off, but then he freaks out, because the trade war or the bill in Congress, whatever, all this stuff, and it's like, well, what are you gonna do? I mean, screaming about it is not gonna change what's gonna happen in 24 hours. Um, you're either like my age. I'm like, well, you got 20 plus years to go, so just don't even look at it. Just and then here a demon, he thought it was gonna crash, and it turned around the freaking stock market. Um, I watch like headlines, and it's like up huge, went up like through the roof or something. We got trade agreement with China finally, but in Canada, I guess that's off the table. Or trade war with Canada, which is ridiculous. But sorry to my Canadian friends. I don't think a lot of my Canadian North friends are so high on their own government either. So they're just taxing this and that. Our dairy. I don't know. It should be like a mutual thing, but it's above my pay grade. I don't know, but they'll work it out with me or without me. It don't matter. So I just do the best I can with what I have and what I can do day by day. What else? Holy crap! I gotta get going. I gotta get to the other building and quick feed. I got quick feed here and make sure everything's okay. Knock on wood. Oh, speaking of, this counter's for sale. It's in two parts. So it's 4 foot by 2 foot each side, and then a 2 by 8 top. This thing was custom built for me. Glass shelves on both sides. So use it as a counter, or I guess for point of sale purchases. And then those custom wood, double-sided shelving units. Those are for sale. Of course, there's product on there. Somebody wants them, gives me some money to hold them, and I'll work on getting the products off the shelf. So there's not too much on that other one. I have two of those. The other tall ones I'm gonna hold on to for now. A rant. So I had a Bozo, this tank. It's $3,500 for that setup. New. That tank system was up for like an hour. It has a big wet dry system built in, A brand new heater up there and stuff, and it has pumps, stuff, a cap, um, and I could probably throw a light on there. No, I don't have the light on there, but anyway, $1,500. I just had some numbnut Facebook Marketplace. If I could eliminate 50% of the people on Facebook Marketplace, the world would probably be better. It's unbelievable. It's like I got $500 right now. I'd make it mine or something. I'm like, what? $1,000 difference? I'm like, no, you need another 1,000. I was like, if I was on drugs, he said probably or something. I'm like, freaking idiots. It's unbelievable. It's not even. Oh my god, Facebook Marketplace is a pain in the ass, but you're kind of stuck with it because I think it's the main thing for selling anything online now. Dry stuff anyway, and crap. Tons of ATVs and campers and kayaks and stuff I'm looking at. Of course, I get a feed of thousands of them. But yeah, that needs sold. These shelving units, this counter is going to need sold. So everybody's like, when you move in, when you close in, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Well, all this stuff's got to go. All the stuff's got to go. So um, I don't really go back here, but the shelves are getting clear. There's still some product decoration. Glass tops. I got lots of glass tops. Parts. It's getting thin. Back here is clearing out. It used to be full back here, and we just keep bringing stuff to the front as space is available. So come and buy something. Buy a shirt. Buy some fish. So stuff's got to go. All this got to go. Everything's got to come out of this building. Once a building's sold, though, I have 60 days to get out, which is major. And I don't want to be under that pressure. So I want to have everything out by the time it's sold or real close. I'd rather close it in 30 days instead of 60 days. Wow, my drink's already getting warm. All right, my fellow fish geeks, gals, and guys, I'll make it going. I gotta get quick feed here. A lot less to feed, less tanks. Maintenance gets done quicker. And then I gotta get this 450 over there. The base has got tons of like boxes of product stuff I've taken over there. So much work, a lot of work, and not enough time in the day. But I should be back on Tuesday morning. People keep calling for stuff. I'm not getting anything in. The only thing I got in was some live night crawlers, worms, and stuff. I've taken some fish and trade. All those big pond comets got sold yesterday. I thought about doing a live plan order. Not a big one. Put some in here, or I got the tank ready, pretty much, almost ready. The 155 bow at the other building. So that's going to be a plant tank. So I'm just making a list of want lists, but I'm not going to carry, I'm telling everybody who comes in here, I'm not going to carry everything anymore. Like, I probably won't carry discus anymore. I don't think they're worth it. You know, we sell like half of them, then the other half we got to give away or whatever, and they just sit for too long. I could sell 500 neon tetras much quicker than I'd sell a couple discus and make more money in reality on selling a bunch of little fish than having fish just sit in a tank and eating and pooping and not going anywhere. Same with the tank busters. Yeah, I might have some new or used polycarb. Those are the tops I have are meant. They're from a distributor that's meant for like greenhouses. So those are actually work out really well. They don't bow or anything. Those worked out pretty well. I've tried other material and stuff, DIY stuff, and this is the best ones. These I know I've gotten pricey though. I do have stuff. I have a bunch in the back too. So let me know. Right now, we're closed today. Some people just getting on. I have my woman's birthdays today and my friend's wife's 50th birthday. And it's supposed to be on a boat. Good time, but it's ran adrift or ran into ground at the islands up here in Lake Erie and stuck yesterday. So it's moved to the yacht club or something. And so, but anyway, so family, friends, and stuff like that event. So I have to get going, go home, and shower, get ready. It's an hour drive to get out there. So this afternoon, I'm not the party type. So, but a little break. Probably talk about stupid business. um, no problem, Jeff. Thanks for hanging out. Yes, need more sales. Next Friday, July 4th, we will be closed. So we'll be here Monday and Wednesday, 1 to 4. Depending on my maintenance, I will open up early. I'll try to open up early Monday and Wednesday. We locked the door at 3:50 because I got to go to the dojo and open that up. And then Friday, obviously closed. Saturday, we'll be back 11 to 5. So if somebody's wanting to come and buy like that big 375 gallon or like a bunch of 30 beers, somebody's going to drop 300, 500, $1,000. Well, I'll try to make time to, come meet you to come and get stuff. But if you're just coming to get a $5 can of food or 12 pack of worms, I'm not. I got a million things going on. Speaking of, we're out of cubes, bloodworms, frozen bloodworms. I found we have some mini bloodworms. We still have some brine shrimp cubes, and some flat packs and larger packs of bloodworms. And I'm not getting any more in for a little while because my minimum orders are ridiculous. One neon tetra. You suck. There's people who would do that. It's crazy, but can I buy one neon tetra? I want that one. There's like 500 in the tank. No, I don't want that one. Can you put that one back? I want that one. Those people, I will not miss. I don't tolerate that shit no more. When you're young and hungry and early on, you brown or whatever that somebody wanted. Oh, it's you need money. You're starving. I'm not starving anymore. So, but people are ridiculous. I tell people, there's no. And then they're what? I want a guaranteed mail, like Peacock, and it's this big. No, there's no guarantee. Well, they do it for me at PetSmart. From PetSmart, then what the fuck are you here for? Dumb. There's a lot of dumb. Just too much dumb. Common sense, respect. You don't need a college degree. Ding dong. All right. I'm waking up a little bit. Allergies kind of kicked in this morning. I took an allergy pill before coming. So, but all right, I gotta go. Y'all take care. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. Should be back Tuesday before noon. I think. Yep. Probably here. Could be over there. I'll have to see how the day goes. Bye all. Have a safe, cool weekend. It's been hot in a lot of areas and wet. Hopefully it doesn't really rain today. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow. I like to go down south, but man, I don't know. My trailer, I haven't used it in 3 years. The stupid lights don't work. So I don't know if I can go buy some battery ones from like Menards or something, and I want to take my four-wheeler down, but I don't know. I don't need a ticket, get pulled over. I just had to get a new tag. I lost the tag, stolen tag, so I had to go buy a new tag for the plate. Always something. Life. But, all right. Y'all take care. Have a good one. Bye.